there as well.
Senator, I'll do that.
Thank you, thank you.
Senator Boni.
According to the visionary President Mwai Kibaki, he had a vision that by the year 2030, connectivity in the country would be at 100%. Could the CS inform us where we are as a country and whether we are on track to achieving 100% connectivity by 2030 as envisioned by President Mwai Kibaki?
Senator Betsiengo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to request the Cabinet Secretary to clarify. He prides himself in the increase of connectivity to 15% by the current administration. How many numbers, or the increase of numbers of connectivity in Kitui County, and specifically Mwingi North, has been done within the 15% increase? Or is it perceived that Kitui County and Mwingi North in particular is an opposition zone? That's why the connectivity is not happening. Let the CS clarify. Thank you.
Senator Mbugua.
Thank you, Speaker. Cabinet Secretary, could you tell this House how the power sector is going to benefit from the infrastructure fund in terms of connectivity? Thank you.
Senator Veronica.
Honorable CS, welcome back to Senate. And could you confirm to the nation how many homes you have connected so far through this program that you have been doing? How many homes across the whole country you have connected so far?
Senator Omtata.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Honorable Secretary, you have mentioned or you have touched on solar energy. And we know that great powers like even China are shifting strongly towards solar energy. What policy and what efforts is the ministry making to make sure that Kenya makes use of the solar energy that we have in this country, instead of waiting for the sun to convert things into biocarbons that we can tap or into waterfalls? How is the ministry ensuring that this abundant sunshine that we enjoy in this country is convertible into electrical power? And I'm talking about the tax regimes that we have on solar energy, and what efforts is the ministry making to ensure that Kenya becomes a major manufacturer of solar panels and solar technologies? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Senator Fatuma Dulo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mine, Mr. Speaker, is on Isiolo County, a place called Oldonyiro, where I think there are donors from Middle East who sponsored that particular project, and I hope the PS is here because we have had several discussions where part of the town has been electrified, but part of the other town, which is a sub-county now, does not have electricity. And this is an area of insecurity. More specifically, part of the Isiolo County has insecurity issues. And I know last mile connectivity is going on, but I would appreciate if CS can tell us what he's doing to make sure that the projects that have been started are complete, because estimate for Oldonyiro has been done. What is lacking is budget. Can you kindly fast track that process and make sure that the project is complete? Because some of the government institutions like schools in that Oldonyiro has no electricity, while some part has electricity. I thank you.
Senator Wakole.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mine is to request our good minister to avail to each one of us, the senators of the Republic of Kenya, the statistics of the increment of households in our counties vis-a-vis what we found under the former regime of the former president, so that the doubting Thomases can equally see that figures don't lie. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable CS, you may now proceed to respond.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Let me proceed to respond as follows, in no particular order. Starting, of course, with the question by Honorable Senator Boni Halwale. We are on course, not just to meet the target set out under Vision 2030, but also our obligation under the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 7 on access to energy. Honorable Speaker, the government of the Republic of Kenya, and especially this administration, is not just committed to ensuring universal access to electricity by 2030, but is actively working towards that, day in, day out. Honorable Speaker, as we speak, we have got an average of 75% access rate. But that access rate, Honorable Speaker, that natural average could mislead, in the sense that some parts of the country are far much high levels, while some parts of the country are still very, very low. Very, very low. That is the kind of disparity, historical imbalance that this administration is correcting, Honorable Speaker. That electricity under this administration is no longer luxury. It is a basic human right, Honorable Speaker. And His Excellency the President has directed us to ensure that we extend electricity to every corner of this country without any form of discrimination. So that as the national average increases, it increases across the country, Honorable Speaker. And coming back to Honorable Wakoli's question, again, and I agree with him, we shall endeavor to provide a detailed response in terms of the increase in number of households connected to electricity from the time this administration took over up to now, county by county, and if possible, constituency by constituency. I am delighted that Bungoma County, where Honorable Wakoli comes from, has made big progress. I've had occasion to visit Bungoma County a number of times, number of constituencies, and I've had a number of meetings with the MPs of Bungoma County. Honorable Speaker, the question by Honorable Seki in terms of engagement of senators, we, Honorable Speaker, endeavor to engage all leaders, especially elected leaders. And a number of times, I call for these meetings county by county. My appeal, Honorable Speaker, is that when such meetings are called, Honorable Speaker, kindly assist us by having the senators also attend alongside the members of the National Assembly, so that we collectively address these issues and plan together, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Seki has had occasion to visit me in my office to address some of these issues. And I'm sure one of the projects in Kajiado County, especially the project under the name of Olepolos, costing some 17.5 million shillings, is covering the areas of interest or of concern to the Honorable Senator. Honorable Speaker, let me go back and say this, that once I provided the statistics about the connectivity rates and the increment in number of connections per county, it will then help us determine collectively which areas to address on a priority basis. Honorable Speaker, I will also do this to cover the issue that has been raised by Honorable Senator Beth Siengo in respect of Kitui County. And I've also had occasion to visit Kitui County a number of times. I've been to Kitui East, Kitui South, I think Kitui West, Kitui Central, Honorable Speaker. Yes, these last 2 years, pushing this electrification program and working closely with all the MPs. And as we do so, we don't do on the basis of who is supporting who, or who belongs to which faction, or to which political formation. No, that is not part of our consideration. We deal with all leaders at all levels, regardless of their political persuasion, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Mbugua, Senator Mbugua, he asked the role that the infrastructure, the National Infrastructure Fund, will play in helping us push forward the agenda of electrification, if I got him right. It is indeed true that this National Infrastructure Fund is a godsend. It's a godsend. In the sense that for the first time, we are going to be able to free the national budget as conceived and approved by the Parliament of Kenya from undertaking major infrastructure projects, but then allow this National Infrastructure Fund to deal with such projects, especially those projects which are viable. And there are many in the energy sector, starting with the generation, transmission, distribution, Honorable Speaker. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. This historic fund is going to be very, very useful going forward. And I'm sure it will make a very big difference. I will also address the issue of Honorable Senator Maina when we bring the statistics about connectivity by county. And allow me, Honorable Speaker, again to provide answers, specific answers to Honorable Dulo in respect of the particular project in Isiolo later, Honorable Speaker. But let me say this in terms of the question by Honorable Senator Amtata. We are alive to the fact as a country that the world is transitioning, energy speaking. Kenya as a country is in the lead in terms of energy transition in this region. Our national grid is supported by about 93% green energy. And solar is playing a key role in this. As we speak, our installed capacity of generation is about 3,300 megawatts, with solar contributing some 210 megawatts, wind 435 megawatts, and so on and so forth. Whereas it is our intention to continue to implement solarization of our grid, we take cognizance of the fact that solar, just like wind, is an intermittent source of energy. And therefore, we must strike a delicate balance between base load and these intermittent sources. So the answer is yes, we shall continue to employ, to adopt solar technology as we move along. But beside the 210 megawatts which is installed, there are a number of households, private entities that have installed their own solar panels, which in our estimation accounts for about some 600 megawatts. So solar is here to stay, and we have to harness this technology to continue to light up our country. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
We now move to question number 042.